which is the adverse effect that I'm really talking about, no? Kasi we've done with your side effects, no? Or the common side effects, which is these are all expected side effects. So I have what you call your so NMS, no? So na-mention ko na yan last time. You have your NMS, no? So NMS. So dito tayo, NMS. Killer, no? This is a, this is a problem, no? So yung NMS, ang tawag dito, is your neuroleptic, okay? Neuroleptic malignant, no? Malignant malignant syndrome. So again, this is a syndrome. This is not a disease, no? This is a collection of symptoms, no? So NMS is neuroleptic malignant syndrome. So ano naman 'to, no? So ano naman 'tong neuroleptic, no? Neuroleptic malignant syndrome na 'to. So dito ang cause nito is what you call yung yung um medications like your number one to um paano ko i so cause ayan eto na lang arrow this in here tapos para gawin kong lagyan ko ng cause. This is usually for your typical, no, si haloperidol. Ano ibig sabihin? Si olds, no? Haloperidol or your Haldol, no? Haldol. Siya yung olds natin na antipsychotic. So common siya dito, no? Sa pinaka-common, no? So and kanino na medication? Haloperidol and si flufenazine, no? So flufenazine, ito yung mga first gen, no? Flufenazine. So na lalagyan ko na naman ng Z na malaki, no? Sabi ko nga sa inyo, yung zines, no? Zines or Zays for the zanies, no? For the insanes. 'Di ba 'yan? Minention ko 'yan sa inyo. 'Di ba? Zines for the zanies. So when you see Zays, no, it's always given for the zanies, for the insane, para sa mga baliw, no? So other medications pa that can cause is what are the other medications, no? Others. Meron naman tayong yung mga atypical or yung mga second generation, no? So meron tayong yung pinaka-effective. Sino yung pinaka-effective? Si clozapine, no? This is the most effective ever. And your risperidone, no? Risperidone. This is the most common medications, no? So tawag nito. So ibig sabihin hindi ba magkaka-cause ng NMS yung ibang mga medication antipsychotic? Definitely yes, no? Even your ketamine, your olanzapine, they can even cause NMS, no? Sabi natin lahat sila can cause, no? Kasi iba-iba naman tao ang gumagamit. So again, yung pwede silang mag-cause, yung ketamine, tiapine yon pero you always remove the I, no? Tapos yung olanzapine. So, pero again, yes, they can. Okay? So, dito, meron pa other meds like yung abrupt stoppage ng yung levodopa nyo, saka amantadine, yung medications for your Parkinson's, no? So, inote ko, no? So, like your, ibahin ko yung color para iba na, para makita nyo na iba naman na siya. So, ano pa yung pwedeng cause? Yung yung levodopa. Yan, levodopa for your tawag nito for Parkinson's, no? Saka yung amantadine. So, these medications are given for patients with Parkinson's patient. So, how does this cause itong levodopa and amantadine? Nagko-cause to ng NMS, it's because of the sudden stoppage ng medication. No, this is due to sudden stoppage pinahinto agad. So, kaya nga we never really abruptly stop medications, no, ayaw natin 'yan kasi may mga tawag nito, adverse reaction. Okay? So, even your ano guys, even your antiemetics can cause NMS. Kasi there are, alam niyo ba na ano, your antipsychotics are also antiemetics. So, ganun yun. 'Pag nakakita kayo nung promethazine, yan, yung promethazine, ginagamit yan as antiemetic, no? Pampa-stop ng ano, ng suka, no? So, antiemetics. So, they too can cause NMS, no? So, at a lower dose, yung mga antipsychotics natin nagiging antiemetics, no? Yun yung ano, yun yung magic niyan. Yan yung magic. So, inote ko lang dito, no? So, like your tawag nito, metoclopramide, no? Metoclopramide, no? Yung Plasil. So, we have your um promethazine, no? Yung promethazine. You have your promethazine or your Zanes again, Zines, for the Zanes. Okay, those. And again, these are your anti-emetics. These are your anti-emetics. Okay. So ngayon, let's go to the main problem natin. What is a NMS? Yun yung pinakang concern. Ano naman tong NMS na to? Why is this a killer? No? Why is this a killer si NMS natin? Okay. So, punta tayo. Purple. No? So, so si NMS natin is, this is really characterized by a high signs or up signs. So, makita nyo. Up signs, everything is up. No? So, anong ibig sabihin? You'll see a very high fever. No? Kasya ba to? Kung dito pa, kasya nga. Sige, dito na ako. This is a very high temperature, 'di ba? Temperature. So merong fever yung client natin. So maabot 'yan ng uh, 39 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius, no? 39 degrees Celsius, 40 degrees Celsius. So, yan yung temp ng patient natin. So, syempre, high temperature, ano yung characteristic dyan? Syempre, mataas ang metabolic rate. So, mataas ang oxygen demand. 'Di ba? Kita niyo yan? Taas oxygen demand. So, syempre kapag kulang na yung oxygen sa katawan, you have a decreased level of consciousness or yung mental state ng patient yung bumababa na. Ganun naman yun eh. If you have a super high temperature, so syempre meron kang diaphoresis, pagpapawisan ka. Tama? Syempre, your heart races, tama? Your heart races, tama ba? Guys? Your heart races? Yes, your heart races. Does your BP go high? Definitely goes high. Kaya isa yan sa dito sa baba. Meron tong blood pressure changes. Blood pressure changes. So specifically, most na lumalabas sa blood pressure changes natin is meron tayong increased blood pressure. Can this lead to stroke? Definitely yes. Can lead to stroke. Ganun yan. This can eventually lead to stroke. Okay? Kasi it goes high and very high. No? So, dito sa heart rate, tingnan nyo, you have a very high heart rate. So, what happens if you have a very high heart rate? Can this lead to arrhythmia? Definitely yes. This can lead to your arrhythmia. So, ganun yan. This can definitely lead to arrhythmia. Yan ang problema natin dito sa patient natin with a high 2. So, ayan. 'Di ba? So, 45-year-old male went into the ER presenting the following symptoms. No, fever 39.2 degrees, heart rate of 135 beats per minute with a blood pressure of 145/92 and a respiratory rate of 22 beats per minute. So upon interview, the client's relatives presented the patient's medications, and you determined that the patient has a haloperidol. So the healthcare provider or you suspect a adverse effect of this medication. So um, as a nurse, what is the first nursing action for the temperature shown above? So ano yun? Anong pwede niyong gawin? What do you need to do? Now, what is the first nursing action? So, ano yung gusto niyong gawin? Ha? So, ano yung dapat gawin? Ano yung mga cooling measures yun? Tell me, what cooling measures did you remember? Ano yung mga cooling measures that you'd remember? Ha? What are those cooling measures, guys? What are the cooling measures that you remember? Ha? Meron kayong ano? Ano yung mga cooling measures niyo? Ano yung mga cooling measures natin? Ha, guys? May naalala ba tayo mga cooling measures natin? So, anong cooling measures natin? You have your tipid sponge bath. Ano pa? Sponge bath. Ano pa? Ano pa? Ah? Ice, ano? Ice, ano? Ice bath. Ano pa? Cold bath. Ano pa? Ah? Cold showers. Ano? Guys? Ano pa? Ice bath. Cold bath. Ano pa? Ano guys? Ice packs. Ano pa? Ah? Ice packs. Ano pa? Ah? Meron tayong ano? Walang maalala? Kulang sa funda, no? Ah? Cooling blankets, yan, cooling blankets. Okay, kulang tayo sa fundamentals of nursing. Okay, so okay, the only choice that you would be choosing is two. You have one and you have two. You have one and you have two. You have your ice packs and your cooling blankets. So, ano ibig sabihin? Kung sa ER, yan, nasa ER kayo, the first thing that you would do, kasi if unavailable si cooling blankets, you can get your ice packs, yes. Pero if the question would be the best thing to do would be your cooling blankets. Kasi if you have your cooling blankets, you don't need anything. You don't need your ice packs, cold showers, tipid sponge bath, as if may cold shower sa ER or ay ice bath sa ER, no? So, walang ganon. So, ayan. So, you make sure na your answer would be your ice packs, or the best answer would be your cooling blanket. So this is your best, this is your first thing to do, no? Sabi nga natin, if there is a first, there is a best, pero if there is the best, there is no actually a second best. So joke yun kapag may second best pa. So that is what you do to clients with a very, very high temperature, no? A very, very high temperature. So, syempre, pagdating sa BP changes natin, brought about by a very high heart rate, no? Kasi sabi nga natin, tumataas ang heart rate nila, no? There is a tachycardia. So, eventually, kapag may tachycardia, there would be a increased blood pressure, no? Kasi what happens to this is, what happens to this is sabi nga natin, how do you compute for your blood pressure is, this is always affected by your heart rate, kasi stroke volume times your heart rate is equals to your cardiac output, and your cardiac output is equivalent to your blood pressure. So ganun ang ibig sabihin nun. So every time your heart rate goes high, definitely your BP or blood pressure goes high too. Even nga sa compensation, syempre, your heart rate compensates for a low blood pressure. So, pag binilisan niyo yung heart rate mo, tataas yung blood pressure mo. Definitely yes. So, dito, mataas heart rate can lead to arrhythmia, no? So, ang mataas na heart rate definitely leads to arrhythmia. So, ganun yan. Definitely leads to arrhythmia. So, what happens next? If there is a arrhythmia, if there is a arrhythmia, okay, how do we manage? So, number one is to determine what type of arrhythmia we have, no? So, syempre, you have to assess, no? So, as nurses, we have to assess what what type of arrhythmia, no? Arrhythmia is the patient, no? Does the patient have, no? So, sabi nga natin, so definitely this would be a tachyarrhythmias, no? So, tachyarrhythmias. So, there are plenty of types of tachyarrhythmias, no? So, depending on it, uh, we will base our management. Kasi ano-ano ba ang mga tachyarrhythmias natin? So, definitely we have your um, supraventricular tachycardia, ventricular tach, yan, meron tayo yan. Ventricular tachycardia, VTAC, meron tayong tinatawag na pulseless VT, pulseless VT, and um, VT with pulses, no? So, gana. Then we also have a different types of ventricular tachycardia, which is we have what you call your monomorphic ventricular tachycardia and your polymorphic ventricular tachycardia. So, meron din silang difference in the management. Pero they all will definitely receive yung tinatawag nating the wonder drug for arrhythmia, no? The wonder drug for arrhythmia, which is your amiodarone or your cordarone. So, definitely will be given yung tinatawag nating wonder drug, which is your amiodarone or your cordarone. Cordarone. These are anti-arrhythmics, no? This relaxes or rests your heart. This is your this rests or relaxes your heart. So kaya nga tawag natin dito is this is the wonder drug. So eto na yung pinaka class 1 for arrhythmias, no? Definitely would correct arrhythmias. Pero syempre depende sa arrhythmias, no? So you have to really assess what type of arrhythmia that you have, no? So ventricular fibrillation will be detrimental kasi again, if you define ventricular fibrillation, automatically wala kang pulse with ventricular fibrillation. Pero again, you can manage them by doing resuscitation, and also giving them your antiarrhythmics like your amiodarone, kasi still the cause would be arrhythmia. So lagi tayong may anti-arrhythmic medications. So ganyan kapag if it leads to arrhythmia. So what if it leads to your blood pressure changes, especially a high blood pressure? So syempre we give them or medications that would lower your blood pressure, and those are your anti-hypertensive medications. So we've talked about your anti-hypertensive medications. So alam nyo kung ano yung mga anti-hypertensive medications natin, 'di ba? Yes, naalala ba yung anti-hypertensive medications natin? 'Di ba? From A to D, 'di ba? We have it from A to D. So meron tayo nun from A to D. So if naalala nyo siya, just from A to D. So if you would correct yung blood pressure natin, how do we manage it? Sabi natin, just remember the tawag nating mga um, blood pressure lowering medications or what we call your anti-hypertensive meds. So you have your A, B, C, and D's. And you all know your A, B, C, and D's. Kasi paulit-ulit tayo dito. You have your top A's, CI's, no? You have your ARB's, you have your beta adrenergic channel blockers, you have your calcium channel blockers, you have your dilators, and you have your diuretics. So these are all your blood pressure lowering medication. So you can go back to the sa ano dun sa other ano natin episode natin dun sa YouTube na you can you can review again yung blood pressure lowering medications natin. So you can see it there again. So these are the management kapag meron tayong what we call your NMF. So as nurses, kapag meron na tayong ganito, adverse effect, kaya nga anong sabi natin agad, no? Ano sabi natin agad pag adverse effect? You hold the medication, no? So nursing considerations. So what do you do immediately? So dito natin ilagay. So you have your nursing considerations. Nursing considerations. Number one, stop or hold the meds immediately. Okay, tanda na. Okay, so you stop or you hold the meds immediately. So, agad-agad. You stop it. Okay? So, sino doon? Yung mga cause, di ba nakalagay naman, sabi ko dyan. Eto nga, meron si patient yung Haldol. Di stop the Haldol. No, kung meron siyang flufenazine, stop the flufenazine, yung mga zines natin, chlorpromazine, no, trifluferazine, okay? So yung mga zines nyo, you stop your zines. Then, again, sabi natin, you assess your client. Siyempre, dapat you assess your client, no? You monitor them, okay? Monitor them. Then you call the healthcare provider immediately. Agad-agad. Then ayun na nga, sabi ko nga kanina, what do we have to do next? Yung cooling measures. Dapat you have to do a rapid, hindi slow. Kaya sabi na rapid cooling measures. So hindi pwede si tipid, sponge bath. No, kaya nga hindi pwede kasi bakit? Tipid. Okay? So use your cooling blankets, no? So yun ang agad-agad natin. You use your cooling cooling blankets, no? If unavailable, you do your ice packs. You have to pack it, no? You have to pack it, no? So para immediately yung temperature ng patient will go down. Okay? So, sedatives may be given kay patient nyo because of the agitation, restlessness, irritability. Siyempre, pangit ng pakiramdam niyan guys, taas ng temperature, mataas ang blood pressure, masakit ang ulo, mataas ang heart rate, no? Sense of dying, no? Impending doom. So, ganun yan. So, we might use yung sedation, um, for agitation. For agitation. So, ganun ang gagawin natin. So, so we can give also patients yung tinatawag nating ano, can give them uh, para sa ano, para sa muscle relaxant, no? We can give them muscle relaxants, no? Muscle relaxants. So, we can give them yung pinakasikat lagi yan nasa exams. We can give them dantrolene, no? So, dantrolene, no? Pag if you see Mayonal, we can give them Mayonal, no? Pero ito, if you see them dantrolene, double E, big E-N-E, no? So that's your dantrolene can be given, no? So we have to monitor yung tinatawag nating electrolytes, no? Kasi this might or the patient might have a hyperkalemia, which is a risk, no, for these types of medications, no. So we have to monitor and maintain your electrolytes or the patient's electrolyte. Okay, so we have to monitor and maintain patient's electrolyte. Very important. So ayaw natin that meron si patient nating hyperkalemia. So ayaw natin yan. Patient might die. Okay? So ayaw natin yan. So pero wag kayong mag-alala kasi meron naman tayong pang-reverse nito. Meron tayong pang-reverse. Meron tayong antidote, no? So meron tayong antidote for this medication. We can give them yung tinatawag nating amantadine, no? Or yung bromocriptine. So that is your antidote, no? So tandaan, lalagay ko dito sa side. Lalagyan ko ng napakagandang red. Tapos sasabihin natin dito, you have a antidote, no? Antidote. Antidote. Yan, you have your antidote. So ano yung antidote natin? Is meron tayong yung pinakalagi kasi natin narinig, amantadine yan. You can give them amantadine. No, amantadine and bromocriptine. Yan yon, bromocriptine. Excuse. So ayan. So ito kasi this is a dopaminergic agonist. Anong ibig sabihin? 'Di ba kinat natin? 'Di ba ito yung itong haloperidol na to, what did this do? Yung kinat, no? Yung dopamine sa katawan, kinat. So ito, this is a dopaminergic. Ire-reverse naman nito 'yon. So agonist naman to. Okay, this is a agonist. So ibig sabihin, papataasin niya yung energy, no? So tataas uli yung dopamine levels natin sa katawan. Okay? So lalagay ko dito sa pinakababa. So lalagay ko dito note. This is the antidote kasi sabi ko nga this is a dopaminergic agonist, no? So agonist. So what this does is this would increase or reverse the effect of the antipsychotic drug. This will eventually reverses the effect of the antipsychotic drug. So ganun yan guys, no? So yan yung tinatawag nating amantadine and bromocriptine. Always remember that, no? Again, this is a dopaminergic agonist. Gamit na gamit nyo yan, guys. Magagamit nyo to ng gusto. Bakit? Kasi ito lang ang, again, medication that would probably safely increase your dopamine back up. Naman nagamamit ako ng dopamine. Gamit ako ng dobutamine. Gamit ako ng epinephrine. No, not safe kasi that really that is a vasopressor that eventually increases your heart rate, no? Yung mga risk nun is sobrang taas for stroke, tataas ang blood pressure mo niyan. So, yung amantadine will be a safer choice, 'no? So, gano'n ang gusto natin. Understood, guys? Understood? Thumbs up, thumbs down? So, ayan na. So, yan yung ibig sabihin. So, kaya nga, naalala nyo yung A, B, C, D, E, F, G ng ating A, B, C, D, E, F, G ng ating antipsychotic medications. So, to recap, ito yung A, B, C, D, E, F, G ng ating um, na side effect ng ating antipsychotic. Number one on the list is your anticholinergic effect. B would be blurred vision. C, constipation. D, dizziness and drowsiness. E is extrapyramidal symptoms or syndrome. And letter F is, sabi ko nga, nandaya ako sa F, photosensitivity instead of a P. So, para pumasok sa A, B, C, D, E, F. And sa G, nandaya uli ako sa G. Linagyan ko ng maliit na A before the G. So, agranulocytosis. So, para lahat pasok sa A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So, all these are side effects of our antipsychotic medications. So, tandaan natin yan. Okay? So, wag niyong kakalimutan. So that is the summary for that, no? Tapos um uh, ano ba yung mga actually hindi ko na 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 mention. Actually, hindi ko lang nasama dito pero we already discussed about yung yung main na antipsychotic nyo, which is yung first generation and yung second generation natin na phenothiazine saka yung haloperidol, and yung mga atypical nyo or the second generations, which are your tinatawag nga nating mga clozapine, yan sila risperidone, 'di ba? Sila yung very effective, no, na clozapine, risperidone na mostly used, no, na medication. And madami pa naman, hindi naman lahat sila lang, no. Pero those are the two that are very very commonly used nowadays, no, si clozapine, risperidone. So ayan. Okay, so um, we'll shift to a different discussion. So muna. So we're gonna end the recording para I'll be using a different recording naman for the other discussion.